Hi guys! Happy Pride Month! Oh my god, I feel like I haven't talked to you guys for so long. This is crazy. First of all, I can't believe it's already June month. January, February was like last week. I don't know, I just feel like I haven't touched my camera for so long and time just passed by. But anyways, welcome back to the podcast or whatever this is becoming, honestly. If you guys new here, my name is Jonathan. Gay. Very gay. My nickname is John Cecil. As you can see, my handle is John Cecil. Today, I kinda just want to sit down and talk. No crazy vlog, no running around, no gym montage, just us talking. And since it's a Pride month, I want to talk about gay stuff, relationship, pride, dating, loneliness, and hookup culture. All the dramatic homosexual experience that we going through.
I'm homosexual.
For absolutely no reason. Because being gay is honestly beautiful, also at the same time exhausting sometimes. Talking about Pride Month, I feel like when people think about Pride, they kind of automatic think parties, rainbow outfits, circuit music, and people half naked running around cities. And honestly, I love that for them. I remember there was one guy, this guy from California, and I kind of know him. I don't remember where he is now, but I know that I talked to him a couple times before. So he was wearing this bandana just cover his, this private part right here. Of course, he took a picture, he posted online, and he got dragged. He got dragged by the gays. Y'all, it was probably one of the crazy thing that I ever seen. It's just the gays dragging this guy down. He was just naked and just have this banana, cover his coochie. And remember, it was went viral. It was a few years back. I don't even know if I have a picture. If I found it, I will post somewhere here, but I don't think I will. But anyways, you know what I'm talking about. And I remember around this time, I just start going out, put myself out there to get to know people, get into the gay scene. And when I saw his picture, I didn't have any react. I just thought it was normal, and we gay, we just put ourselves out there and like be yourself and be free. But later on, I can see some perspective of some people. Anyways, but I think pride something means deeper too. I think pride is finally becoming comfortable with yourself, especially if you grew up feeling different. I know for me personally, growing up gay wasn't always easy. I grew up in a very religious family, at like very Catholic. So I spent so much time always trying to fit in, try to acting normal, and try not to be too much. And now I'm just coming up here and good morning, dolls. Life is just crazy. Pride to me is freedom. Freedom to exist, freedom to be loud, freedom to love, and honestly, freedom to stop apologizing for who we are. Let me know in the comment what is pride mean to you. I would love to hear from you. I would love to hear your perspective because I think all of us going through different experience. But also, can we talk about how being gay can be stressful sometimes? Like, one day someone is obsessed with you and the next day disappear, and then 3 weeks later they like your Instagram post, message you again. Oh, baby. I hear you. I feel like gay dating is so weird because a lot of us want love, but also scared to be vulnerable. Oh my god, the cloud is just changing real quick. The sun was out and now it's like all the dark cloud is like right here. I feel like dating is kind of weird because a lot of us want love, but also scared to be vulnerable. Yeah, I think I kind of get it because a lot of gays, growing up hiding some part of themselves, and when it comes to emotional intimacy, it can be feel uncomfortable. I think it's easier to joke around, hook up, keep things casual, pretend not to care. But deep down, I think a lot of us actually want genuine connection. Like somebody to come home to, somebody safe, somebody consistent. Like we all do. Like we all want this. I think it's part of it because it's so. Ooh. I think there's a storm coming, guys. The light was just flickering. Anyways, let's go back. We all actually want genuine connection, and I think social media even make it harder because now everybody thinks there might be some. Y'all, I got distracted. Oh my god, I'm so annoying. Let me turn this lights on. Oh god, I hope this better. I guess I don't know. Guys, look, the storm is going on right now. It's just insane. Oh my god. You guys hear that? Wow. Sorry guys, I'm back. I have to turn on all the light because it's dark. Anyways, I think a lot of us gay, grow up hiding some parts of ourselves. So sometimes emotional intimacy can feel uncomfortable. And I think the thing that make it harder is social media. Because now everybody thinks there might someone better out there and nobody fully invest into anyone anymore. So everybody just like have available, have dating, have texting, etc., etc. It just very complicated. It is giving emotional free trial. Well, if you've been feeling distant in your relationship or even distant from yourself lately, I just want to remind you that it's okay to ask for help. I know a lot of us try to carry everything alone. Stress, anxiety, work, family, heartbreak, a lot of things. Sometimes talking to someone can actually really help. A couple weeks ago, I came across this video, this guy from New York coming up here, make a video being very vulnerable about his dating life. I think you know who I'm talking about. And he was even crying in the video, and I see the gays coming at him, in the comments, and it's just crazy. And this is my personal opinion. You can coming up here and be vulnerable about your life, about your dating life, or whatever you want, right? And I mean, because I do the same thing. It's nothing wrong, being vulnerable. But just because you have some bad experience with some people in the community doesn't mean that everybody in the community is like that. It's the same thing with straight people. You're gonna meet good and bad people, and you're gonna go through some, crazy experience. And to me, we all have a choice to take ourselves out from this situation. If you see some red flags, you need to cut yourself out. And if you ignore, you know what you sign up for, and it's gonna hurt you later. So never ignore the red flags. I don't know if you're in situationship or dating or whatever right now. If you see red flag, address it. Talk about it. Or if you know this is not going to work, cut it off. We all have a power to make a decision to get yourself out from that situation, from that relationship, and just move on with life. I just think the people that keep staying in a toxic relationship, those people, they don't love themselves. Like, why you want to make yourself miserable? Why? But on a real note, I do think loneliness is something a lot of gays deal with that nobody talks about enough. Especially as we get older, friends get busy, people get into relationship, life change. And sometimes you look around and realize, why do I suddenly feel disconnect from everybody? Right? I definitely been feeling that lately. I mean, not in a depressing way, more like being in an isolationship. Have you watched that video yet? I still love my friends. I still love people. I just, sometimes I distance myself a little bit just to recharge and kind of rest for myself. I just think sometimes we pressure ourselves to constantly to be outside, constantly to socializing, constantly performing happiness. But sometimes healing can be, staying home, journaling, go for a walk, go to the gym, and just alone time. And I think it's very important that everybody should have alone time. Even you in a relationship. You just be alone, cook for yourself, taking care of yourself, or pick up some hobbies. And I just think you're gonna learn so much about yourself. I just love alone time. Just protecting my peace. I think all of this is matters. And I think Pride Month is also a reminder that being gay is not something we need to fix, because we deserve love, we deserve happiness, we deserve for who we are and the people that are accepting us. And honestly, if any of you out there still figuring yourself out, that is okay. Life is already confusing enough. None of us actually know what we're doing, to be honest. And some people just have better lighting and confidence, and some don't. And whenever you're ready to come out, then come out. There's no right or wrong time, because everyone is different. But anyways, guys, whether you are single, healing, confused, heartbroken, in relationship, in therapy, outside every weekend, or at home watching this video by this Caesar pancake, I just want you to know you're not alone. And I hope this month reminds you that you deserve to take up space exactly as you are. Hope you guys go out there, celebrate this month, go to see the parade, go to the party, whatever you guys want to do. Just go have fun and enjoy, because YOLO, and stop texting people that confuse you. Okay? Just be safe and be aware of things around you. Well, I love you guys. Happy Pride again, and I will see you next time. Bye.